Joseph. Cheers, mate. No, this is very similar to Turkish börek, but in Russia it's burek. I don't know, it's Uzbekistanish or Tajik, I don't know, Armenian. Welcome everybody. We're gonna have a here we go. Guys, welcome. I'm gonna come with more audio in just a second. Cheers, guys. I also have something to drink, that's why cheers. I'm from Finland. This is Igor in Russia. All right. Welcome everybody. A drone flew over. Capitalism protest. Beautiful view. Welcome. Greetings for Finland. Hello, Spirit. Mikä meno? Yeah, guys, welcome to Russia, St. Petersburg. Tomorrow we are going to Moscow early morning. I am Igor in Russia. I'm a foreigner traveling to Russia. The best there ever was and is. Guys, I have some little bit of cognac with me. We're gonna have some drinks and let's go. This is the main street of St. Petersburg. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy the day. I was over an hour in a bar charging my phone. $5 per beer. That was a lot, like literally. But I met a guy from Murmansk who traveled a lot to Norway and Finland. So it was weird. Not weird. It was funny that he was sitting next to me at the bar. Hello, Argentina. Juan, I just met I traveled yesterday with a guy from Argentina to St. Petersburg. I gave him a couple of tips because not everybody knows about not bringing euros into the country, etc. Hello, the real Ian. Oh. I was so exhausted from the yesterday's trip that actually the beer just sitting at the bar felt really, really good. Alright, this is the main street of St. Petersburg. Everybody push like, join the chat. And let's have a car. I removed this car from the last time. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice walk on the main streets of St. Petersburg. We started this a bit early, so this is why it's good that we are able to actually, we can go many ways if this stream goes well. So join everybody, join the chat, push like, subscribe, and welcome. Musicians on the other side, check it out. Do you want to? It's like a writer. Let's go say hi. This is how you recognize a tourist. Let's go inside and meet the. He's probably a writer.
Посмотрите в зеркало, вы будете,
He spoke about death.
А колесница есть? Витя, есть? Есть колесница?
$7. Right, hopefully internet works. Oh, and also cafe, books and cafe. Charlie Kirk. Yeah, that was crazy. I used to watch Charlie Kirk. Yeah, that was crazy. And still not surprising in a way. Even though it was, you know what I mean? Alright, welcome my friends. This is Anichkov Bridge. Once again, going towards Ploshchad Vostania. And since we are quite early, we're able to continue from there. We are going to continue. Look at this amazing street. This is Nevsky, both ways. I see a horse. You will see not 4 horsemen, but 4 horses. Andrea, thank you so much. Can I donate twice? Well, in fact, I have quit. I quit. How do you know that? When I smoked, I quit smoking years ago. But I smoked Chesterfield. I love Chesterfield. Blue Chesterfield. So that is crazy. But thank you so much for your support, Andrea. And welcome to Russia. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. What's up? What's good, Andrea? Summers. And this is Fontanka River. But we're gonna continue on. We're gonna continue on the main street of St. Petersburg, and we are having some Три старика. Creole man. Oh wow, that is good. Ooh. Ah. Alright guys, Anichkov Bridge, Anichkov Palace, and the horseman is here. That is crazy. That is so awesome, guys. Welcome to Russia, my Russia we all love. Prost for Germany, yes. Not za zdrowie, prost, terveydexi. What do you say? Kippis in Finnish. I forgot what do you say in Turkish. Guys, everybody write in your language, meaning like cheers. Cheers. What's that in your language of your origin? Everybody, no matter if it's said already, just write it down. Hello, Mauricio. The embankment of Fontanka. Here we go. Skål. That's, I know it's a Sverige. Jag talar lite Sverige också. Omo. Sante. Oh, nice. Sante. I did not remember that. And what is Omo? Is it Asian, Japanese? I don't know. Do you understand that? I don't know. By the way, notice открыто in Russian, open English, and also Chinese. Magazine Muzey. This is museum store. This is Yandex store, by the way. This is the Russian Google Yandex store. Hello, Hungary. Japanese, yeah. I told you guys. It felt Japanese. From Nigeria, hello. Terveydexi. But you don't say terveydexi, right? You say kippis. It says yo, sanata. Yes, they do say terveydexi as well, which means za zdrowie. Actually, no, terveydexi is na zdrowie. That's why every foreigner says it wrong in Russian. They say na zdrowie, which means when you sneeze or something like that. But when you say it in Russian, you have to say za, for your health. Another thing that every foreigner says wrong, check it out. Every foreigner, for some reason, says it wrong when they say thank you so much. Спасибо большое, they say. It's wrong. You say спасибо большое. Большое спасибо. Big thank you. Я из Пскова сейчас смотрю. Здравствуйте, Лиза. Я был 3-4-5 раз в Пскове. По 5 минут максимум. Проезжал только, к сожалению. I have only traveled through Pskov a few times. I don't know, 5 times maybe. But I really want to visit Pskov with my own time, like, you know, properly. Minimum, absolute minimum, 1 full day. Yes, mix, exactly. Yummers, привет. Where are you going? We're gonna go on Nevsky, guys. We're gonna go on Nevsky, the main street of Russia, St. Petersburg, and probably this is the best street in Russia, I would say. another street like this. How did you learn? Well, I lived all my life in Finland, so they kind of made me, even though I like the Swedish language. But they make you study the language. It's historical. It's historical, like reason. Visit mountains. Check it out. Every cafe, restaurants, it's always packed in Russia. All right. Let me put this cable back in. Thank you, Funny Jerry. This is Russia. That's what the people don't tell, your media doesn't show you. Guys, if you want to support it with a super chat, you can do that. Leave a comment or just a super sticker. Here we go. That is awesome. Marmeladная бочка. Бочка is a barrel. Marmalade barrel. That's what it says. We have many ways to go around. It's not uncommon to see a Russian lady singing in her mind, you know, singing the song that she's listening to. That is very normal. Bikers, a lot of bikers. I'm flying. I'm going to fly. That is the most Russian thing I've seen today. Guys, Nevsky Prospect, St. Petersburg, Russia. And it's not even 9 o'clock. Going to see awesomeness of St. Petersburg. Jäger, my wife's favorite, not favorite, one of her favorite restaurants. German sausages with good beer. Very superstitious. My voice is cracking down. Writings on the wall. I don't know if it's 30 years. Da, 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 da. I made a rap song about it in 2005. No, 3. It was 2003. Guys, I'm going to the This is St. Petersburg at its finest. Not the busiest day, not the busiest moment, but still it's looking great, right? Everybody push like, subscribe, and watch this amazing atmosphere in this awesome city. This is St. Petersburg, my friends. Simply amazing. One of the best places in the world. And I would say the best place in the world. Not Nevsky necessarily, but for you guys it probably is. I wanted to go further, but I don't know. You know, when I go and plan, when I go places, you know, sometimes There's a lot of surprises. Man, almost fell. Like if you go in the Bulgaria or the United States, we have people who just repeat what they say on television. Of course, it's not US, it's the whole world. It's exactly what is happening right now in the world, especially concerning Russia. Well, St. Petersburg has had, what do you call them? What about the nights? Something about the nights. Anyways, there was no darkness for many days. So right now it's getting, the nighttime is getting longer, little by little. This is not a riot fence. There's maybe an event coming up or something like that. It's not a riot fence. Why would be a riot fence? As you can see, this is more free and more people and more free than probably where you're from. I don't know where you're from, but quite possibly, relatively. This is St. Petersburg, tomorrow going to Moscow. If you don't feel the flow of the city, because for me, I'm kind of a local already, you can easily get hit. Street vendors, yes they do, but not like in St. Petersburg, not like in St. Petersburg, not like in US. It's not the main, it's not random person, it's some companies. But on this street, which is the main street, it's regulated, and thank God, because there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not a million people walking the street. If you give them the chance to make some money in Russia, which is like the ultra-capitalistic country, they will be making some money. All you need to do is put some vendors here. So not here, but in some other places here and there. For example, closer to Palace Square, you might see that. This is St. Petersburg, Russia. As you can see by the obvious reasons. I don't know, did you try to trick me? Yeah, so is it safe? Yeah, it's the safest place you probably ever were if you be here. Right here is Maratha Street. We walked yesterday a little bit, part of it. Here's the street vendor, but she's on the boat because there's no official way to keep her put. There are some places where they break the law for a while. 3-star hotel. Guys, everybody push like, subscribe. This is Igor in Russia, foreigner in Russia right now. And I filmed Russia probably more than anybody else. Traveling expert, so if you need to travel advice, how to, or whatever, let me know. I have a special membership to be in contact with me personally in case you have some more questions and you're actually planning or already traveling. So cool, right? And it feels like Friday, but it's actually Thursday, guys. This is Thursday. Met tea, Chinese chai. That is cool. Ohio. Nice. Wow, living here. Здорово. Water monkey. Yeah, I get a lot of comments from locals that, for example, metros, which I'm the only one to film each and everyone on my camera. They say like, oh wow, there's so many, they're so beautiful. I never noticed. Thanks for showing. So that's what I think. Oh, baggings. A lot of people say thank you for, locals say thank you, because they start to think about that this is actually a pretty beautiful place. Probably the most beautiful place. If you come from the west, you would have a lot of problems, let's put it like this, in big numbers. Hotel Друзья. Would you go there? Yeah, I would. Guys, there is no such thing as dangerous places in Russian cities, or no-go zones, like they say. There is no such thing. Majority of Russians don't speak English. Majority speaks no English. Second biggest number speak broken English. And then there's a group that speaks a bit English, and small number speaks English well, usually professionals and younger people. Leningrad, indeed, and we are going to see now the Город-Герой Leningrad, Hero City, St. Petersburg. Just 3 days ago, this city it was the anniversary of the beginning of the siege of Leningrad, blockade of Leningrad. And yes, guys, look at this awesome place. Arigato gozaimasu. Japanese is so cool. I can visit any place, but if somebody wants me to travel someplace specifically, then it has to be some kind of a sponsorship, because I travel to Russia and I film so much already on my own expense. Nobody has ever filmed Russia as much as I. So I'm not able. Traveling costs, and if I spend all my time traveling to somewhere remote place, quite frankly speaking, it needs to be supported with enough of donation. How you book hotel? You book hotel through from abroad. You can use not Tutu. You can book Ostrovok. Hold up, let me tell you. Here you go. Ostrovok.ru. You can book and actually pay hotels during certain office hours, even with a Western card. I'm starting to be a translator, so I am on off the Russian that are fluent. Yes, it is. I think TikTok is not that banned anymore. I think it works even without VPN. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it seems for me it works without VPN. And Igor in Russia is also on TikTok. Right here you can see maybe like up to 5 drunks over here. Guys, remember you can support with a super chat or buy me coffee, link in the description. Yeah, mix, pretend all you want. I've traveled so many places, and this is still the better place than anything you see in the broken West. It's not a matter of competition, but because you compare it The actual shithole is where you probably are if you're from the Europe. That's the shithole, easily. That's facts, and I'm hating on it. I don't care if it is, if it's not. I could say this is as good as, or almost as good as. No, anything you see in Russia will probably be way more better than anything you experience, A, in your country, B, in European countries, other European countries. Anybody who travels to Russia absolutely loves it. And being in Russia is probably the best experience you ever had. That's facts. Like I'm telling you guys. Dawson, go F yourself. Which do you recommend? Well, depends where you come from, arrive to, but as basics, it's good to see Moscow and St. Petersburg. Maybe first St. Petersburg and Moscow. Depends. St. Petersburg is so much more cultural. Not so much, but it's clearly like culture and history. So Moscow is more like grandiousness, Russian, Soviet imperialism in a good way, for me at least. Everything is grandiose, perfect. You can feel the capital city of Russia, Russian Empire. So yeah, those two. But you should travel if you're around there. Depends on your time. If you have time, you should visit maybe Kazan, Nizhny Novgorod. If you're near St. Petersburg, you should, if you're in St. Petersburg, you should visit nearby cities, at least Vyborg, maybe travel. You know, there's so many ways you can go. Yes, Marion, indeed. So this is still Nevsky Prospect. I forgot to tell you guys, this here is Ploshchad Vostani, the uprising square, and Nevsky is continuing that way right there when I'm showing you. Let's see. Let's do a little tour right like this. No, none of this loser comments from somebody. Pathetic attempt. Let me give you like this. Just multicultural, multinational. Amazing St. Petersburg and Russia in general. That is Moskovsky railway station. I need to be there in actually how much hours? Not too many hours, by the way, like seriously. That's Nevsky Prospect. We're gonna go around here because I want to take a sip of my special drink to keep me motivated. Guys, remember, use Super Chat like Andrea did. Use Super Chat to support your favorite Igor on YouTube. This is Igor in Russia and a foreign traveling to Russia. So go check it out. Negative comments are okay, but it being political or offensive, that's not okay. That's the only thing. I've dealt with these comments hundreds, thousands of times, so there's no problem. There's nothing you can say that I've already heard, so it's most likely pathetic. If you can, but this is not a political channel, so cut. Islamic organizations. Well, there are Islamic church. Some Russian republics, because Russia is a federation. Russian republics are majority Islamic. For example, I was in Chuvashia, I was in Tatarstan, I was in Bashkortostan, and they were amazing, amazing. A few years ago, 3 years ago, I was here playing some music with some bums and street musicians right here. Right here. Guys, this is the most epic YouTuber that you've come across. So I've done street musicians, I've been to illegally in buildings. There's a lot of places, by the way, operated by South Caucasus people. Fresh pasta right here. Because this corner right here, people are out of drunks right here. All right. Did you dodge any? I don't know what that means, guys. That's some bullshit. Yeah, we'll block if necessary, no worries. Enjoy the views, guys. Cafeteria bar, cafeteria bar. So guys, this place actually, Nevsky Prospect actually continues that way. Oh, that's a cool looking place. Check it out, really nice. Kazan kebab. Wow, falafel and everything. But we are drinking and walking. This place has two awesome Turkish restaurants. Turkçe. No, that's language. Turkçe is language. But Turkish restaurant. Hold on. Here it is one. Lale. Turkish kitchen. Hoş geldiniz. Yes, welcome. I think the hoş geldiniz is welcome. And right there is actually the one that I've been with my wife. Or was it this one? It could have been this one as well. We're gonna check it out. Oh, Andrea Summers. Remember when you were walking Kazan or somewhere told a user you think I do this for free? Yeah, that's a good idea. You have a good sense of sarcastic humor, and I know you had water, but you get a coffee. Thank you so much. I remember something like that. There's a lot of things I say. Imagine how many things I say, but thank you so much for continuing supporting my channel. I really, really appreciate it. So I like to give thanks anytime I can. So thank you so much one more time. One more time. Now that I'm seeing more, I do see other influences. There's even Egyptian complex. Yeah, but this is St. Petersburg, so that type of influence is a bit like manufactured. Like for example, Kazan, shawarma. There's a little chance there from Kazan, right? Hold up, let me do this. Andrea Summers, yes, and GTA Radmir Top. But yeah, in Russia you can see definitely lots of influences in different places. St. Petersburg is a mix of culture as a city. Still waiting. New Zealand, hello. By the way, New Zealand just got and was it Australia? Was one of the first countries to receive Russia's brand new cancer vaccine to order. Let's see how political and saving lives gets. Lots of tourists, guys. St. Petersburg has millions and millions of tourists. Moscow had, or Russia, no, I think Moscow had 3.7 million foreign tourists this year, which is way less than before, but still we're talking millions. Moscow or Russia, I'm not sure. Yes, cancer vaccine. I know Western media did not make news about it. Russia has world's first cancer vaccine. I don't know exactly the things where it's effective on. It's probably not 100% like on all cancers, depends on the stage and stuff. But yes, Russia created that. You didn't know that, right? Yeah, that's something positive. So remarkable. So no wonder the West ignores this. No wonder. So yeah, there's another Turkish restaurant on the other side. We're gonna go back this way. We're gonna visit a little bit of this. This is actually the beginning of old Nevsky. As you can see, it's smaller, not as touristic anymore, especially going forward. But there, it does have this the main monastery, Alexander Nevsky Monastery, at the end of Nevsky. But yeah, just Ian, I am Stempy. Just Google it. Russian vaccine. You should find like not the mainstream media because they did not cover it. It doesn't fit the narrative where Russia is only bad news from Russia. Nothing good. If it's a sports news, it has to be something negative that sportsmen behave unsportsmanlike, or you know, not let somebody break a new record somewhere, etc. It's very simple. It's very biased. Турецко-европейская кухня. Yeah, it's this one, Lale. You got. No, we need Turkish. We love Turkish food. Ooh, bide, for example. Ezogelin, yes. Ezogelin is my favorite. It has become my favorite soup outside. Well, actually, I love it probably the most. Ezogelin. Guys, join the chat with a super chat. It's totally fine. You're a rich girl. This is Nevsky Prospect, Paul Langer. This is, I think it's German-ish. München, yeah. Is Apteka pharmacy? Yes, Apteka. China and Russia. By the way, Russia, I think Russia is going to give a visa-free entrance for Chinese. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing, guys. Russia. Well, that's why you have 4,000 videos from Igor. And I would say it is actually more than it's not. I've been to many places, and I haven't seen anything that the haters been trying to portray of unsafe, etc. Hello, New York City. Yes, it's clean. Watch how many people walk on the streets and how clean it is. Guys, we are traveling tomorrow to Moscow. Tomorrow to Moscow for a few days. Finally. Wait for a new comment. Remember to subscribe, because there's more to come from the great city of Moscow, even though St. Petersburg is in my city. But I'm like more touristy in Moscow. And it's so big. St. Petersburg is big. It's 5 million, actually 7, but officially it's 5 point something million. It's another street already. And if you go to the maps, by the way, you can see how many streets I've actually filmed on camera. But as I was saying, tomorrow, yeah, in Moscow I feel like I'm a tourist. In a good semi, because I know a lot already. I've been there maybe 7-8 times already, and I filmed few hundred of videos already. And yeah, what time you'll be in Moscow? I'm leaving early morning, guys, from this place here. So I have to travel by taxi. Taxis are expensive. Well, they have become more expensive. I won't possibly be streaming. Mix. You won't stop triggering. Just enjoy the city, man. And please let us know where you're from so we can point fingers and say a couple of things about your failed city. All right. And I'm pretty okay saying that, even not knowing where you're from. Looks like St. Petersburg. Yeah, this is St. Petersburg. Tomorrow Moscow and maybe some other places. Let's see. We will see. Let's go check it out, Galleria. And let's see if we're gonna... Do you guys think we should restart the stream? We do have 300 people though. We have 300 people watching. And if everybody would comment, we could get it up. Get it up to 500. This is the place with... Finland. Is it the Helsinki, Finland's only city, or some village in Finland, which is not Helsinki? And just if you don't know, I'm also from Finland, and I came from quite small town called Helsinki. I think I'm getting drunk because I'm drinking some alcohol right up here. And in Russia, unlike Finland, where legal drinking is okay, in Russia illegal drinking is not okay. I just forgot that I came from a uncivilized place. I forgot for a second. It is less than 1 day. Hello, India. Weather's like so hot that I'm actually able to.
Метро, да, там?
Vodka stream, Danny, of course. Well, it's only because I was charging my phone. At the bar, and I charged it, and I drank 2 beers, and I met this guy from Murmansk next to me. They arrived to Murmansk, to St. Petersburg from Murmansk to study a little bit. He's in the field of mining. So that was cool. We exchanged some information about what's going on. He lives right next to Norway border, like 15 kilometers. I did drink in public, but I shouldn't. I definitely shouldn't. And if I do, I should go away from the hundreds and hundreds of people. The music wasn't good. The guy couldn't sing. That was a point to make some money because, I don't know, his mother or somebody was like semi-paralyzed. That's one of those, you know. Somebody had something going on. All right, guys, right here you got a Galleria. The Galleria that tourists usually love. As you know, I'm not a big fan of the touristy shit, but I do this for you guys. Shout out Jim Beam for you, sir. Nice. I'm drinking. I started to like. I don't drink a lot. I'm not like wasted, but I speak so much, and because of my I've been performing in music and stuff for 30 years. I got a little bad habit of a little bit drinking to keep myself hyped. Not drunk, but a little bit, you know. So if you walk like this as much as I do, you would understand. Amazing place. Oh yeah. Ambulance for the singer. Yeah. And yeah, there's a touristic tours as well. And yeah, guys, by the way, on top, I don't know, should I go inside? I probably shouldn't, right? There's no bullshit to be called out. No hate, respect. But bullshit, listen, my streams, everything that I do, is so open. It's more open than, for example, let's put your country, well, our country, I guess, to the test. Let's put our country to the test. In Finland, you cannot actually. I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, why should we waste time on a country which nobody cares? We're in Russia, and there's much more you can see in 5 minutes that you will see in a place where you're from, especially Finland. You will see during the day in St. Petersburg more interesting stuff than in Finland during your whole lifetime. Yes, clean and tidy. Imagine how many people there is. Not one drunk except one Igor. You know? Well behaved. No drunks. No drug addicts. No some weirdos and some crazies. Wow. This must not be European Union. And it's not. Yeah, America looks like the hell. I never been to, and I know there's some nice places, but each city has the place what you call war zone or no-go zone. You don't have it here where they actually say more than anybody about anybody else the country that there actually is a place like this. So yeah. Oh. Don't know how to behave, you get the F out. You can stay in your Kerava. Kerava is basically the worst you can say. Worst thing you can say in Finland. And 99% of Finland towns are basically Kerava. Yo comiendo un sandwich. What is that? I had to move to Russia. God, please God. Yes. That's the only thing I'm aiming for. Roof bar. We're gonna lose internet, I'm pretty sure. I can show you. And listen, this is not the best shopping. This is just the most central and something that tourists and young people really, really like. So let's go. Thank you, Ngun Amor. For me, I love being in Russia, but I spend all my time filming and reacting, so I kind of lose the reason why I'm here. %? Okay. Bavíme navarot. This is propaganda, guys. Remember. Ooh. Guys, if you show reality which is not according to your little brain, it must be propaganda. It must be. Because our shitty little newspaper told me that Russia is very, very unsafe and everybody's poor. But how is it possible that everything that I see, no matter where I go, for tens and tens kilometers during one stream, it looks way better than anything that I've seen in my so-called advanced European Union. What? What is this? How is it possible? Well, suck it. To celebrate this comment, I'm gonna take a piss. speaking to you guys. If you're in need of brain surgery, please contact the doctor. Right, guys, I'm gonna come back in just a second. I'm not following girls into the toilet. Here we go, guys. Here we are. All right, so what should we do? This is like I think it's like a four-story high. Oh yeah. Eat some pasta. I won't go all the way up, guys. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go out and see where we end up from there. All right. Well, the hip it to the hip hop. You don't stop the rocket to the bang bang boogie. Say out jump the boogie the beat. What you hear is not a test. I'll be rapping to the beat. Goes me and my crew are gonna to move your feet. Danny, I won't go there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 floors up, and we got Russian Starbucks. Russian Starbucks. But this is a new brand, Zolotoye Yabloko, Golden Apple. It's like it's super packed. They have some cool discounts, but it's huge. They have like working, I don't know, 50 cashiers or something. Hold up. So guys, yes, ooh, check it out. Lime, I forgot what Lime used to be. There's a lot of stores, Italian lingerie. There's so many places that are still operating despite what you heard. Despite what you heard. And these candies are not the typical candies in Russia, by the way. Usually they get like, I don't know, конфеты. you know, like wrapped candies. In Finland and Europe, you got more of those. Western Europe, you have more central candies that are like without any paper. Finland, for example, as well. So right here, you got one company that is a chain store, and they're bringing up those type of candies. But otherwise, not too much. All right, guys. Here we go. This is Galleria shopping mall, just one floor out of I think 4 or 5. Danny was right. There is a cool. You have to go through a bar, through a restaurant to the view, but guys, if you want to leave a question or just support the channel or both, use super chat. There's so many comments I'm not able to read. Check it out. Chinese car. Honji. Let's see if there's some action. Please, I'm on the move. There's a lot of people over here every single day. The police is making sure. So definitely they're not gonna take my drink. Sip of my coffee. Don't coffee, whatever that is. Actually looks still modern. Oh yeah, it is. It's the best. But one place I really love is Istanbul and Turkish people. Police came to talk to these guys. Just making sure, I don't know what, they ask some questions. Alright guys, I'm gonna, just few minutes, I'm gonna restart the stream, okay? So everybody push like already. I'm gonna restart the stream. If you want to see more, I'm gonna go on Nevsky and some other places on different sides, maybe to Rubinstein Street maybe. So push like, and I see you in a bit. Gazprom Russia. Давай. Thanks everybody. Thanks for supporting with the super chat, Andrea. And I see you guys in the next episode, which is in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna restart. It is with cognac. Vodka is at home.